Okay, for the 9 millionth time, I am gonna go ahead and just we are actually just gonna do a pretty live message that's coming in. I have no idea really what I'm going into. I just wanted to kind of do this. This energy is so crazy and interesting to me. I feel like I was being enlightened. I feel like my head basically is being enlightened to information right now. And 'tis the Cancer season. I might as well do that, follow that. So this is unique. This isn't really about a July overview. It's kind of just a genuine current message that I feel like needed to come out right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna start with the Aquarians here, and then I'm just gonna verify the fuck out of it because I just want to see I just want to see if this message truly comes out exactly the same way that it just did for me, sort of personally. But I just kind of felt it was a little bit more of a collective situation. So let's see. First opening message. Okay, yeah. Good thing I came on here and did this. Immediately, no. This is exactly what I said. I was picking up on a high-level charlatan-ass energy. Okay. In terms of Mother Gaia actually being able to come into union and then that reverberating out on all the creations that she sustains with her physical body and vessel, I was really getting a dark, manipulative third party entity. And this message I feel is going to give tons of confirmation, probably not even maybe, and even what I'm saying, just in the synchronicity of what you're seeing in the video, which it's nuts. It hit July, what is it, the 2nd? Yeah, July 2nd, it literally, but it came out again, and mind you, in my personal reading, I was kind of getting this frequency of, I don't even know who or what this is, but I was getting, weird feedback that was, someone, okay, so the general download, the first message that I was getting out is there is someone who is abusing magic, right? And when I say magic, that's what I mean. These are entities that have incarnated that are manipulating purely the magic field, and not because effective magic, powerful magic has to be coupled with truth and authenticity. So you'd actually have to be able to embody it. So a lot of magic, especially because we live on the earth dimensional plane, a lot of magic actually has to ground down into earth magic, meaning you have to be the magic you're trying to cast. And so this is an energy that you would know, and I feel perhaps that's probably because I'm being enlightened to it, so I'm what the fuck? And I feel maybe you're being enlightened to it. And then yesterday's message on the 1st of July, I just was feeling you have June, you got all this prophetic evidence of what is victorious and then what's super just obliterated now. But this is kind of a message about the what's been obliterated type of frequency, and I am holding space because I mean, like I said, my life is pretty protected. I really rock with one person most of the time in my day to day. So I'm really protected from a lot of stuff. I don't, I'm not really dealing with a lot of people. But this is a huge frequency because I think a lot of the things I've been trying to. This entity is what I was blaming people that were I was thinking people that I was trying to contact, connect with, whatever, were the ones embodying. I'm pretty sure the traits that I'm about to describe this Seven of Swords magician having, this fraud having, or just honestly, it's a charlatan, a literal person who negatively manipulates magic, and it's built off of this deception. They don't live out their truth. This is someone who does this because they hate what the real truth of what's on their path is supposed to be. A lot of times when you're dealing with demonic frequencies too, they'll do this. They'll start to manifest on behalf of again, when we talk about some people can only tell you the truth. They tell themselves the truth of their life, however they can stomach it. This is kind of that frequency. This is that person. This is someone who's deeply, disturbingly insecure. Another funny thing is since I've been at my brother's house, one of the weirdest trash programs we've been watching is a lot of catfish. And I don't mean to be whatever, shout out me. But this is like this is the type of catfish. So you know, there's like for me when I was younger, before we started watching like all these reunion seasons of Catfish, when I first came out, the show was like dramatic for me. Like it was honestly like dark, because I just remember it being sort of like true crime, like very like kind of you do for as much of it's like scripted. Like some of the episodes are like really like painful to watch, just because like some people are like, you see them on camera like it's really like disheveled about like the ways that like how sick in the head you have to be to do this. I feel like this magician, a lot of us right now are like, you're sick in the head. And honestly, the people that I think in this wave of awareness feel that way about this person or this entity that's in your life that you're facing right now, I think the people that feel the worst about it in this current moment are people that actually got deceived by it. Like actually got, I'm getting so many messages. I'm talking like, Catfish, I've been sending this bitch $5,000 every month trying to help her out, trying to get her stable. I thought it was going to you. I'm getting like something's not fucking adding up. Like, because I just feel like the revelation with this July, with this Cancer season, is like the true, and the feeling would be the authenticity. Like the feeling that's going, the why things are happening would be the authentic vibration. And so when you realize, again, I'm just getting there, it's like this shit could feel like true rage, like truly like this is the type of thing that like, because this is someone fucking you over and knowing it's like at the end Neve always lays it on thick, like do you feel any remorse for fucking someone's life up like this? And it's like this is the type of person that's like I'm getting, it's like it's malicious, it's intent. I don't even say it's malicious and they wanted to hurt you. You will be hurt by the fact that they live this, they create on behalf of dishonest lies. I'm getting, this is the type of energy that will make you truly be like, what the fuck? Like, I can't even tell you, I am literally just getting the way that this revelation is hitting individuals at this time, that not only, because I get that there was this energy of like, build 7 swords, if you went through all of and I'm also just getting like, maybe you told this person a lot of like, you confided in it. This is like a big violation energy. I feel like a magician clarifying the 7 of swords is like, this person violated you. Like, whatever they wanted to share, because a lot of these girls like, I really have honest feelings for you. But it's like, but you couldn't even be honest about your identity. You couldn't even be honest about like what the fuck you really even are. So what? Like how could I ever really fall in love with you now? Like I'm sorry, so many of those lines come out in Catfish, but it's like, what is like being played right now, like in my intuition? It's like, but where are we gonna go? Eventually, don't you think like using this poor person's identity was gonna fucking blow up in your face? Like maybe you thought it didn't matter, maybe you thought like you weren't disrupting anybody, but like you using fake images, fake data, fake information, fake whatever is like taking stuff from someone else. It's fucking making me fucking have this giant distrust wound for you. I'm getting like, and it would make sense because I felt energetically in the collective, there was still a lot of masculine energies in each of us that have to overcome being attracted to chaos. You get what I'm saying? And so even with as much rage as you might feel from like this 7 of Swords type of frequency with the magician, like someone intentionally like manipulating you and like this is like deception, straight up lying to you, and trying to like build something, try to create something with you based on lies. Like I think, again, the worst part of that is the violation of like, and again, this is also being juxtaposed at a time when your authentic path is already like good, stable, and whatever. So I also, like I said, the reason I felt the need to like, I wrote about it. I kind of wrote about like, listen, I'm not going to be too like whatever on my post tab, that I just want to say like, use your discernment. Like there's only like, I pretty much feel like I do a great job. I'm always protected to like telling you guys like, you're dealing with me direct. Like I'm not scared. I'm also not scared of nobody from the fucking internet. Like what are you gonna fucking do, bro? What are you gonna do to me? Like iPhone already got all my fucking fingerprints and booty hole, everything. I already know what it is. So I'm not too scared. I don't fear AI. I don't fear technology. Like I really don't. So I did on the post of just kind of feelers out there, but like I'm not trying to deceive you guys, and I wouldn't be like poaching you for any like particular, like I don't need to like go up to you and be like, hey, I have some spiritual insight to give you. Like not really on that. Yeah, but I'm I mean, I am truly seeing that, you know, the way some of us are learning about like why we shouldn't be attracted to chaos is through this like this frequency where it's like this magician really did just like create from deceiving you. So that's the opening message, and it was a huge confirmation just because, like I said, I don't do this often. I don't like whatever. So, but I am a reader, so I was like, you know what? I'm like allowed to like come up here and give a PSA. But the fact that this immediately came out was like, this is exactly the energy I was feeling. It was like, are you gonna be okay if you like know that like this? Because what I'm getting is like it's now. It's like this is the type of deception where it's like how or what. When this was that, whenever this was going to come out, this would be a no-brainer. We don't have a real foundation here. So let's see what was crossing this Seven of Swords behavior. Like what? Yeah, I just. That's why I feel like a lot of y'all are like, what the fuck? Yikes. This is definitely someone who also did this because, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, the portal was wide open. Another thing you need to realize, another thing the Divine Masculine needs to realize, it does matter if you're like fucking with other bitches. Like, if you really do have something in your life that's like for you, fated and destined, sometimes when we open shit up to like general bitches, like general people, like when we know we're trying to look for a particular person but maybe we don't have the courage to just do that, like to make it specific. This is like what I'm getting is like you let in these types of succubus when you're being too general with your intentions, because this is not general. This is you like, hey, I really want this, blah, 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 blah. But when you opened it up, I'm getting as in like, oh, it could be anybody, or like sometimes when you say things like I could, like, I'm looking for someone when you're really looking for someone specific. You know, this is, I feel like there's just like a large level of accountability for that. You know what I mean? Large level of accountability for that, you know, where it is like, you know, when you're dealing with people like that, you're just learning lessons. Like, you know, your chariot is a portal, you know what I mean? I think that explains too, like, I've been picking up, like, I mean, I show you, but I also pick up on it. Like, you see, like, what makes me cry and, like, what's been going on the last few, like, months for me in terms of, like, processing, like, emotions. But I've been picking up on so much, like, sobbing frequencies. Like, my cats have been crying and shit. Like, people are, like, really sobbing. And I feel like it's just, like, this deep guilt. But I feel like this happening, like, opening a portal for someone to do this. And then when they take it all, it's leaving your energy like really, 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 really emotionally, like just like over your Six of Cups, over who's really for you, right? Because I feel like this whole experience with deceptive frequency actually just does, in the end, I mean, it's okay because it just really like defines very much the like, right, what's for me isn't even specific. It's not even like I want a nice girl or I want a nice guy. You know, I want a nice, you know, it's not just general, you know, it is something, it's something for you, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not, exactly, we're seeing a bitch, we're not attracted to chaos, like, it's not actually, like, you know, now they're telling me things, it's like, you know, even when you think about, like, how, like, even industries like, you know, adult entertainment, like, some of that stuff, like, really gets people, because it's like, you know, for me, like, I'm just at a big switch in my life where it's like, I'm really not even, I'm not turned on by anything that's not for, it's like, it's not general shit, you know, it's not whatever, and I just have this feeling that, like, if you used to have a wounding about claiming stuff, like, super specifically, like, oh, I can date you, or I try it out, or whatever, but it's like, it wouldn't be that, there's nothing to, like, do, and I just feel like this person came in and violated your portal. It's like, mother wound. Maybe some of us, we inherited this person or this situation karmically as a finish of our own mother's karma. Like, it has to do with like you recreating the circumstances that maybe you were experiencing, your you and your mother, the decision your mother's energy were going through. Like, again, I just kind of get this like manipulator being this like deep sacred portal in all of you, and the way that it's a great vibes, and the way that feels sucks. And what is it like? I can tell you, I'm a rape survivor. One of the things that sucked the most is that, like, especially like I had a whole second wave of grief once I got my first like legit partner in life, my husband. Because it's like, oh my god, you have this whole other processing of how, like, not only were they like abusing me and taking away my sovereignty, my rights, my peace of mind, and affecting things for me long term, but it's like how it also, I think it's just a new wave of like processing how this like really hurt your person. I feel like the things that are for you, not just your person, but like the things that are for you, like the things that are really in your life, like this thing like made you like lose it. This is like deep isolation too. Do you see how these things isolated you? They wanted you to be by yourself. They wanted you to, this is also like, you know, sometimes when people are dealing with abusers or like, again, charlatans, like people who abuse magic to just like fuck with you, they're going a lot of like narcissistic people will like isolate you. So like I feel like a lot of people in the collective right now, starting off July and just like right now, literally like what this message as a whole, whenever you're watching it, like right now, there are people who are like just, I mean, truly hysterical in their isolation, because it's not about it not moving forward. If this isn't a message, like nothing's coming to you. I just think that there's a big presence right now, like that I wanted to like speak to. Like, there's a big present moment that's like, we don't need to glaze over. We don't need to go quickly about it. We don't need to do anything about that. But we do need to acknowledge that, like, you might be having, like, because this is your creative portal. This is, like, this hurts. This is, like, you know, it's funny, like, one of the other messages I was talking about is, like, you know, this is definitely the type of energy that you would respond to. Like, I would never in my life fucking, like, you know, sometimes, like, it's not catfish, they're ruthless. Like, they're like, I would never fuck someone like you because you're fucking dirty. Like, you lied to me. But it's, like, it's like, with this energy, it's like, oh. It's like this. I just immediately saw the sword. Like, it's like God. It's like cancer. It's like when a cancer gets upset. It's like I would just what? Like I would never want to be with you. Look what you gave me lose. And like it's like what I'm hearing. It's like what I'm hearing. Because I also think this ended. I think the nature of this like charlatan, like it can only go so long. I think this is like something they also do. Like this is a habit that this person has. Again, this comes from like delusion. Like actually like. Delusional people right now are out. I just want you to know. And the delusional people who have just built their life on lies right now, we're like going up into people's creative portal, and it's like rape frequencies, and it's like not okay. And I just feel like if you're someone that was like receiving that, I'm like really like receiving love and holding space, because I just think you're like so broke up about how their tactics were so calculated. Their goal was to always have you isolated from what you really wanted. And I think the thing you also know is that this person did that specifically. I think this entity, it's not even a person, but it's an entity that's working through people, places, things, whatever, for you. Take it as it resonates. But it's like this entity came up to you because they knew they never had you. This is a sick fuck. This is someone who, it's not, it goes beyond Dustin Swampin. This is a scary motherfucker. This is a punisher. This is a type of frequency that's like, I know I can't have you, and so I'm going to approach you. Maybe you don't know that I can't have you, or you would have to find out that I'm not for you, but I'm going to take advantage of that just because I'm so bitter. This is someone who actually hates you, and again, this is where I'm like not, I've been really, if it aligns to me, I've been really communicating that. You look wounded when you say things, when you hate things you love, and you love things you hate. Like, that has to get corrected right now, because that's what this gives. It's just like, you know, I say this all the time with my mom, bless her heart, Leo rising, but one of the things that she's susceptible to is like, she'll literally, like the person she was dating, I don't know if you tapped on her, but assumingly, the person that she's been dating for like the last 5 years, dude, she hates this man. Like, and it's one of those things, it's like, it's not conscious, it's like a subconscious habit that she has where she like goes and finds these like demonic, heterosexual, scary ass motherfuckers. And she like actually hates me, like triggers her, but it's a pattern that she has because she watched whoever was raising her and the environment she came from, those women just go after toxicity, like actually craving chaos because they thought that was connectivity, and it's not. Like if someone, like I think a lot of people, like, you know, because we all want to feel something, I think a lot of times people, manipulators use pain. It's like, oh, you're feeling something, baby, I'm gonna make you feel something. So a lot of us think that that's like, oh, that's what being married means, that's what being in love means, that's what being friends means, it's like, it's none of that. It's like none of that. yeah, this is why I felt like I need to do this, because maybe this isn't super personal to me, but I can see how like today I was realizing like, oh, I guess I should pay a little more attention. I don't really be giving a fuck because I'm not scared of shit. Like, I'm a haunting motherfucker. Like, try it, bitch. Try to fucking do some weird shit. Like, go for it. But, like, I do think I had to, like, hold space, because I think this is something that's, like, really happening to people right now. Where it's just, like, you know, I just gotta just give me some time to, like, cry about how much, like, this hurts me. Because I think this is a third-party frequency that wanted to, like, fuck up your creative channel so you weren't willing, because these are people who are like, they know they won't be with you forever, they know they can't take up your time forever, so they're actually coming in to do as much damage to you. This is the type of crazy motherfuckers you deal with, where they just want you to move on. They're like, I'm telling you, the person my mom's dating right now only wants to make sure that whatever she does, she knows he doesn't even want anything, he doesn't even like her, he doesn't even like women, but it's like the only thing that he really wants is to make sure this woman, again, punishers, there's like this frequency of punishers, bro. I was getting punished, like, look out for punishers, bro. Look out for people who want to put you in the fucking pain zone. So, can you release me? Like, am I good? But it's like, I feel like there's certain frequencies, and I know it sucks. I know it sucks. But you're gonna send right past it. But it's like there's certain frequencies, like their literal goal is only to make sure that, like, they know they can't have you, they know you won't stop at them, they know they don't have the magic to back it up. So all they can do is like fuck up this channel before you go on. They know your quality, they know your value, they know they can't give you anything, they know they can't add anything to it, so they just fuck your shit up, so that hopefully the most nefarious thing they can do is like make sure you don't go forward with your portal being benevolent and open to other people. And it looks like they did do a number, because I think you might have let this person in on a lot of your spiritual truth that they definitely would have never had access to had you not given it to them. But we do have to round it back out to talk about this. I think the reason it comes back on you, though, and that spirit is still having you be isolated, is because, you know, you can't try to make spiritual truth fit. You know, it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of shit. Like, it's not like, please be my, I need a hierophant in my life. Can you be that? Like, I think this is to do with some of you, like, really seeking out that, like, instead of just taking what's actually aligning in your life, or, you know, if you're moving from your ego, you might be, like, trying to get people to play certain roles for you, and they'll sign the fuck up and do it. So that's why I also feel like you can't, you know, with this charlatan that you were dealing with, like, you can't, I mean, what can you really say? You were looking for something. Heard it right, you were looking for something, you know what I mean? So, I guess this one's for all the fucking dogs out there, because this is, like, I mean, this is some dog-ass behavior. This is just so bizarre. I swear to you, I don't take it as, listen, let's look at the recent past. So the recent past, you were trying to create a world with someone. You were looking to connect with someone. And this is exactly what I just said. In the recent past, I think what you were learning is, you know, you can't, sometimes you like can't. You have to be doing the alignment work before you like present to people that like, this is what I want to do and this is like where I want to go. Because everyone from that point forward is just gonna try to fit the bill. You know what I mean? Like it's like if you tell people that you haven't done the like work to vet out are like actually for your path and actually reflect you fully, light and dark, and just like who you are and like what you're on, I think you easily can open up third parties. Like I think these are people who are listening. Like it's kind of like what I was trying to say. It's kind of like what I was trying to say. Is like, you know, if your divine masculine is telling your high priestess divine feminine's plans for y'all's life, and you're giving it to someone else. That's the root of this. That's the root of this charlatan being here. Because the charlatan is not the problem. I don't judge demons. I don't. They're doing exactly what they did. I'm more looking at you guys as like, well, how did you get this type of situation on your plate? No. You know what I mean? Because I'm not dealing with it. That's why I said this feels weird, because I'm not dealing with this shit. But it does need to be said, and I can see, I do know a lot of people in my personal life. Like, you know, I was using my mom as an example, that I do know, like, this makes sense in terms of her timeline, like, where it might be at this point in time, because it's like, you know, she's going up trying to tell, like, people, like, the plan she has for buying a home, where she's at in her career, you know, what she wanted to do with her kids, that has to really do with her highest timeline. And I remember in the past, when she was approaching the dating scene, she would just, like, go up to these people, all right, that she's, like, pursuing, and trying to tell them, like, this is what my whole playbook is, and this is what I'm looking at. And I don't think she realized, like, her divine feminine gave her that plan. So it's kind of like selling out the plan you had with your divine partner for someone else, and I just think the weight of that is hard, because who you're going to give it to is always going to give charlatan every time. It's going to be someone who's completely lying. And so the wound from doing that, because you're going to eventually realize what this person is, which is, you don't even have to get into semantics. This is just like a dumbfounded energy. It's like, damn, of course, everything is a lie, because this isn't even the person. This isn't even who it was supposed to be. This is all a lie. It's like unfortunately, this is the kind of thing where you just have to throw the whole thing out. Like, they're telling me, like, you go to a fucking restaurant and, like, they're showing me memories. Like, had a horrible time. I had a demon at my mom's fucking 55th birthday party. 55th birthday party. And it was, like, the last time that, like, I went to a restaurant and, like, someone took my, like, vegan panini and gave me, like, the chicken parm, and I, like, I had a meltdown. I mean, I only got a few bites in, but I was just devastated, like this. And it happened when this charlatan was there, and I feel like he sent the energetic attack to, like, have the kitchen mess up my order, because it's very bizarre. Like, the sandwiches were not the same. It's very weird that I got, like, the order. Like, I worked in the restaurant business for many years, so when a ticket comes in, it's not like, I don't understand how, it's not like I sent in the wrong thing, I didn't ask for the wrong order. They literally, it was one of the situations where it's like, you ordered the right thing and they just gave you the wrong food, you know. And it was so traumatic for me, is because we're at, like, a family dinner for someone's birthday, and I'm, like, sobbing, screaming, because I do not eat flesh and I don't participate in that. And it was, like, so upsetting. And it was even more upsetting because, like, at the end of the table, I knew who sent the attack my way, and it was this type of frequency. And they're just showing me that, like, it's like, I literally, like, when I was, like, throwing this food up, I was like, this is just, like, I was so upset. I was, like, so upset about it. Also, just because, like, you know, the first time you're, like, taking food, like, when you're on an oath of, like, I don't eat that shit, is, like, just horrible. It's, like, a horrible feeling. Like, if you ever go vegan and you're, like, end up getting animal product that you don't want, it's, like, makes you want to kill yourself. And that's kind of, like,
Wouldn't wish it on anyone.
I definitely would not wish that on anyone. It's, like, a horrible, disrupting feeling. And I feel, like, a lot of horrible, disruptive feelings right now. Like, I feel like a lot of people right now, like, with this energy right here, that's how you would feel. It's funny. So this is great, because sometimes messages give you, like, guidance out of it, but sometimes some messages are just about, like, you being affirmed. And I feel like this message is just about me affirming you, that, like, you're probably going through this if you're catching this message and holding space for you. I've been, I guess, in dynamics like this before, where, like, I had to learn, like, it can't be for everybody, because I think people will just, like, try to, like, play the part, I guess. And I think this is also something the Spirit's telling me. I just saw 8 of Pentacles, that I really lead in. I do a lot of really good work at showing people, like, find the alignment first, and then you don't even have to worry about matching you and the person up. It's like, it would be populating. And I think we got to get back there. But when women and feminine energy have been for, you know, decades and decades, eons and eons, lifetime after lifetime, like, so abused and raped and pillaged, you know, this is going to come up. Like, you know, over time, does that make women just, like, actually look for that because they think that that's what they deserve, type of thing? Right? Or just feminines in general? Yeah. This was a consciousness thing. Yeah, you were dealing with a consciousness consumer. You were dealing with someone who knew that you weren't as conscious. This is what I want to tell you. Certain demons, certain frequencies, like, they do, like, there's consciousness is a currency that lives outside of wealth. You could be Jeff fucking Bezos and be completely at a certain consciousness that someone else who, like, could be in prison, right? You have no money, no capital, could be in prison, and they could go to Jeff Bezos, and if they are more conscious than him, they can see things on different realms about this person's energy. So this is a huge lesson to you guys, because crowning your reading is the 2 of Swords and the Sun. So the problem is like, someone, it's absolutely that. It's like, what the premise of this channel is like, you weren't conscious of, like, what was, there's aspects of your life you weren't conscious about, and this person could tell that. This is a predator who does this. They, like, prey on people. You know, there's, like, you know, like I said, there's certain men who, like, hate women, and they, like, date women because they're, like, closeted and they hate their sexuality and they don't want to talk about it, so they just punish women, right, in relationships because they just, like, fucking hate them so much. And I feel like it's, like, kind of that frequency where it's like, you know, a lot of men, especially gay men who attract women who are attracted to them, they know they're also reflecting the homophobic wound within them. So something that I think about with my mom a lot. It's like, sometimes I wonder, because she dates so many men that I feel like don't like her, like for real, like that straight up, like not even her, they don't like women. Like I feel like they like hate women. They're always like punishing women for whatever reason. And so it's like that. It's like, you know, but what would be reflected in her is that, you know, you ever met a girl who's like really down for like someone who's just like queer and wouldn't be attracted to them, but they feel really attracted to them, and it's like that person who's positive would just be looking at them like, meow, separate, you know, type of frequency. And yeah, I don't know. So it's something like that. It's like, you know, this charlatan knew that you had not come to consciousness about something, and they wanted to rob it before you could come to consciousness. They wanted to ruin it before you knew what was there. Like, I'm telling you, some people can see who you're gonna marry, I'm telling you, a lot of people attack me even. Over there. A lot of people attack me even because a lot of people have psychic, they can see things. They have supernatural abilities that don't have to do with their like rank in society or like in the matrix. And so like a lot of people like will be jealous of me, send all types of whatever frequencies because, and it may not even be something that's happened yet. People can like know like, fuck her, she's gonna be connected to so-and-so when they fuck off, like, and they'll attack you on it. And I think this is like one of those frequencies. Okay. You jelly roll. So beautiful, because in the near future this is so beautiful. That's absolutely what happened to you, and I think I'm actually just here to like confirm that. Like I think literally this message is like, I think it's so just like, because we're in the new earth now, so this is something that's like it's obviously a collapse. It's like this collapses at this time, of course, because like by July we're not loading, we're not, you know, June was all the prophecy, like it all unfolded. So I think this is like the fallout from like what wasn't a part of the prophecy. That's like what I should call this. It's like, this is like whoever you're connected to, whatever you were doing, it's just like, excuse me, it's truly just the fallout from the prophecy. Because you go right into 6-6, right? You go into 6-6, equal give and take. You go into what I feel and what I see. And that's what just hit that, like he's so ready to tell you. But the one philosophy that I would help you guys with, especially, remember when I talked about glamour a little bit with magic, where it's like, you know, some people are like wearing glamour and they're like pretending to be something, so you need discernment. And so one of the things that I really pilot with Tethered Studios is that I'm like, look, Alexis will make you feel the same way she makes you like see her, the way you sense her. All of it is circular. Okay, so if you like me because you like the feeling I give you, you would also like what I look like visually. And I'm trying to reground us, especially spiritual practitioners. We cannot be like these vessels that are, you know, channeling divine frequencies allegedly, but we're like all types of crazy and dysfunctional, and like our vessels are like unhealed, because you're not actually getting that divine or pure of messaging. You know, you're not actually able to, you can't get a message that's beyond your frequency. And I'm no more spiritual practitioners just like exploiting that we work in the 8th house. So like obviously, like, you know, I could, like, you know how many, if you really like get into the esoteric sciences, like you go back and look at any movie, every time they mention like a tarot card, you ever seen a movie like Hollywood they wanted you to be scared of tarot. They were like, oh, what's your fortune? It's not like, it's like not scary at all. Like I could flip it. It's like, you know, but every movie will put it up like, don't touch the cards. She said, what? Hey man, like it's like so dramatic. You know what I mean? Like I'm just getting that frequency right now where it's like, you do need to know though, like this is a great lesson of like embodiment. Like you're I know in the age of Pisces, so many people like, you can't trust your eyes, like that's a bad bitch with a, but I think age of Aquarians like, no, look again. Age of Aquarians like not like saying like, oh, be careful, don't trust these hoes because they be out here talking about this and then secret they that. No, Age of Aquarian isn't even like that. Age of Aquarian is like, go back and look at where you lied to yourself, because she was never a bad bitch. Like it's literally like that. It's not gonna be like, damn, I was hooking up on shorty with a BBL in the club and then she ended up being a fucking, I don't fucking know, like some sort of, it's like, it's not like nobody, there's no like predators like playing you. Everything just is, you know what I mean? Like I said, you guys gotta step outside of European desirability politics for like 20 seconds and realize like some people are not like, stuff that's not for you isn't even sexy. It's not gonna be sexy to you. Like there's no such thing as subjective sexiness. It's like not. You either think something is sexy in your opinion or not. Like that's it. There's no, like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't do these conversations about sex, love, and relating where people are just talking about general shit like, oh, is she fine shit? Who cares? Do you want to fuck this person? Like, is that is for you? Like, I'm also not someone that gets around people being like, I need you to think my shorty's hot. You know what I mean? Not for like a practice, like not from like to help me build up my thoughts about it. I'll show my nigga off, no problem, because I'm happy to show it. But I mean, I'm not gonna be like, yo, what do y'all think? And they're like, nah, like I don't need somebody. I really don't even want somebody else to be like wanting to pursue my person, because pursuit is different than like attraction, and attraction is still science, pursuit is still science. But the things that I pursue really are for me from like my perspective. So I just feel like in the near future, this is great, because I think this whole the collapse of like whatever isn't actually like new earth, whatever context you were in, did actually give you the evolution you needed, so that you really know this now. This is like what I said in my post. It's like, not only do you know what's for you, but you know what it looks like, and you also, this is like knowing what's unique. Like that's really important too. Like sometimes I think, you know, I can tell you honestly, I didn't even have like, you know, Dennis's parents are still married. They've been married for like almost 38 years, I guess now. But I did not have like an example, and their marriage isn't healthy in our terms of us. But like I really didn't have any examples of like long-term marriages like that was healthy and successful, you know, that I could really like my parents got divorced when I was 6, so like I spent most of my like growing up, like by the time I started thinking about what a fucking marriage was, like I didn't really like have those examples, and like I didn't feel too scared to enter into the marriage realm myself, mostly just because, like I said, you know, I had I had enough initiations that helped me know, like, one of the biggest things, like, is for anyone, you want to go into long-term commitments with someone, like, it is just, you should always be really grateful whenever the universe gives you something like this on your plate, because it is really important to know why Dennis, or like why me, or like why whoever, you know, in your life, like why do I really like feel like this person is valuable and unique and special, and why I feel the gratitude, like why I feel the abundance that it's this person. And as fucked up as I feel like the emotions of like what I started this message up as telling you about, I think in the end, like, you're really, one, you needed the emotional purge, it seems like. I think this is also loaded. I think this energy represented a bigger cycle. So it isn't just this one person, but it's kind of like they're the fucking straw that fucking broke the camel's dick. Like, you fucking like, I'm so tired of dealing with this. So it's like, this person kind of represents a whole cycle of how your fucking womb space, your creative void space has been dealt with and like raped and robbed by these types of frequencies. But I feel like in this moment, it's so special that, like, you know, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, like, you're on your 6/6 lovers, like, you know who's for you, and you know why they're super special, and you know why now, like, I think it's good, like, you know, there's a time in life, like, I took it as it came. I was like, okay, God, is like, there's gonna be a time where, like, do I not actually feel attracted to anybody else? And it's true, you feel the safety, like, when you claim a long-term partner because you're using spirituality to back it up. Sorry, cats. Because you're using spirituality to back it up. You actually find that, like, you're not tempted out. You're not baited out. And I think this is, like, really important. Because I think for all of us, we need to not be, like, temptation isn't a thing. Like, nothing's tempting you. The temptation is a lie they sell to you, bitches. Temptation is you. You are temptation. Temptation is just full spectrum expression, period. That's why I don't do the fucking homophobia agenda. Nobody tempted you out, bitch. You know? You're fluid. That's what the issue was. You know what I mean? It's like, it's on that. So, you know, there's not really much to say. Okay, dude, stop. You're not, you see, let me see anything you. Doing the same thing we've been doing for 40 minutes now. He's gonna roll his eyes every time. Okay, but I do feel like this is really needed for you, because this is something that I think everyone would want if you're gonna go into any type of like long-term anything and building foundations. You want to know, like, the things that I'm building, the people that I'm in community with, the things that I'm celebrating my life around. I know why. And I think before, maybe like that was just like something that we weren't spiritually initiating in, because it's like so much swords, and it's like we weren't spiritually initiating. It's like 9 swords, like it's 9 swords and 9 swords. It's like the fact that you had to take your spiritual, because again, I think the only place where this energy that I started talking about, this charlatan magic abuser, the place, they may have checked out everywhere in every other aspect, but it's spiritually that they were fucked up. And now I think that's very apparent, that they were fucking with your spiritual creative abilities, because you were seeking out too general, like you were just trying to tell the world, like, I'm looking for I'm looking for my bitch, but you really are looking for your bitch. You're not looking for like the bitch. You're looking for like your bitch, right? And so it's like, when you open that up, of course there's gonna be a bunch of fraud bitches that are like, well, you're looking, it's me, you know. So I'm just trying to tell you, like, narrow it down. I don't know how else to say it. Like, you need to like you bring your whole rubric to the table next time. You know what I mean? Like, put forward all your actual, like, what do you actually want from someone? Because it's not really on these people that, like, they don't fit all the criteria you have, I'm hearing. Because you didn't really put it out there. And so now I think that's what you had to sit with. It's like the Nine of Swords, it was just like you. There's no one else to blame. It's not even the people who, like, did this to you that you can even really blame, because I'm really seeing someone who didn't discern enough. Like, you didn't say enough. Like, you know, if you're like telling someone like, I'm good with just sex, and you're really not, you really like want a husband, like that's something you're gonna have to take accountability for. You know, if you're looking for like, I'm looking for a genius or a revolutionary, but like, you know, the standard for that is just like basic bitch, then like you can't really be mad when the basic bitches come with an inflated sense of ego, being like, it's me, I'm the fucking genius you're looking for, it's me, I'm the fucking perfect lover. And they're not, because you haven't even, because I feel like all that they brought you to was like, look, this is what I'm saying. You put out a call with like this is someone who's like, all I'm looking for in a person or a partnership right now, romantic, life, work, whatever. All I'm looking for are like 2 things. This is someone who's coming from a wounded, limited space, and they're like, look, as long as shorty's like nice and can cook, I'm good. And then you attract a demon. And it's like, that demon made you write out the list. Like, the list you should have always wrote out. The list of, like, specificity. Like, actually, I'm not even that kind of guy. Like, I'm actually really sensitive. I'd actually need a bitch who's, like, good with someone who has asthma. I'd actually need a bitch who's, like, cool with someone who's, like, who needs da-da-da-da. I'm actually, you know what I mean? It's actually a lot more. Like, again, this is what I'm saying. Is like, you were too general, and then you opened up the pool, and you got a bunch of deception and, like, demons. And through that whole experience, it actually just told you, I should have had like way more specificity, like way more, because I just think you had to make a portal. I think you had to go with something that, in my opinion, was just like, they're so off. It's like, you ever been around someone that's like so fucking annoying that you're like, I don't like this much. They're like so bad that they remind you of like what you really don't like in people. Like, I would, like, you ever dealt with someone that's like, after dealing with that, it's like, I don't want to be around people like that at all. Like, they make you so conscious of, like, what you really want. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, for y'all, this energy that you're popping out with, it's like, it literally made you realize, like, oh my God, what I really looking for. And then I feel like the universe comes in, because this whole tower, it was giving tower, like I'm serious today, it's like this, because I don't think I was a part of this tower, because I'm more a part of the 6-6 frequency, where I've just been authentic. I've just been like, here's the truth, you know, I've been just kind of giving people full context and full disclosure for like a long time, just because I knew it was going to be important, especially during this time where there's so much liars and shit. I gotta tell all my truth, you know, whatever it is, from like day 0 of like 1997 to now, like I'm telling you the whole fucking shit ski. And so I'm not really a part of this, because like I really do live in like a much more because like I'm very particular about my energy. Like, I only hang with like high vibrational niggas for real in my day to day. And so this isn't necessarily like what I'm doing in practice, but I feel experience like, no, Alex, I'm gonna let you know about a tower, and you should channel a message. It's not even like something you went through directly or even around people doing, but you actually are connected to it. And I found out about it because I was like finding out people were like, it's like not even pretending to be me, but like using my likeness or using my essence or using like what role I play in the people that are for me. Like, this is what I was more so getting, is like, the people that are for me are connected to certain people that know who's for them, and they have been manipulating and like cosplaying my energy so that to make the people that are for me think to keep including them. Whole time, the only reason those people are including this third party energy is because it reminds them of me. And so this is what I'm saying. It's not someone like being like, hi, I'm Alexis, I'm faking it with you. It's not even like a catfish like that. It's like someone has spiritual awareness that you are supposed to be with someone that's like this. And so they've been performing that for you. And it doesn't get you anywhere, because the performance it's not good, it's not gonna do anything, right? But that's how it connects to someone like me. Like, this is like a great example. Like, my mom is a great example. Like, her partner knows what energy is actually destined to be for my mom. Her kids, like, there's a lot of alignment in the people that were already in my mom's life. That's why she stays so like locked in. But this person would come in and then go forward and create, like, they just become whatever, because they can see, he has like a spiritual sense, like an awareness, like, oh, she doesn't know this, she's unconscious, I'm going to take advantage of her, because if I just become the traits of her divine partner, even though I know I'm not her divine partner, she might be because I think this person wanted you to offer that world that you were going to offer to your divine partner to them. And I think you might have. Let me just be honest. I think these bitches gave him the world. I know my mom did. She evicted us just so she could have that 5-bedroom house for this man who was cosplaying as her divine partner, and he's not. And I was like, you can kick me out, that's fine, because I don't even want to live here. I don't even want to be broke. I don't even want to be broke right now. It's like not even like, it's not even on that. But I was like, but mom, do not put this man in the house. Do not kick us out because you want to put it. He's not who he's, you know. But she did it. So this makes sense because it's kind of like the people that you, like I said, you opened the portal with them. You offered the portal to them. They knew the whole time that they wanted what world you were going to give to whoever is for you. They don't even have to know who consciously it is. They can just connect with the energetics of like, it would be someone like this that you're looking for, because I think what you did is you went out with a fucking megaphone and were like, I'm looking for the help. That's what I just keep hearing. Like, you told them exactly what you're looking for. You told them again, this is another, like, shut the fuck up. What's that Aquarius message? Take your top, I love it when your top lip and your bottom lip connect and then you shut the fuck up. Like, that's the best part. Like, just stop talking about the plans that you have with your divine feminine if you haven't done the work to figure out who that is or align to it. Because you will, I mean, this isn't even anybody's fault. This is like someone being like, I'm gonna give $100 to anybody who likes fucking Friends as much as I do. Bitch, I'd be, if someone said that in just general, I'd be like fucking Googling Friends and be like, oh dude, Ross, and be like, yeah, like just make it up, bro. That's what I feel like happened to you. It's like someone, you made some announcement, you bring in the charlatans, and they're like, yeah, oh yeah. They don't even care about faith. You're like looking for like a divinity, and they're like, sure, but it's because of the way you went to the streets looking for divinity instead of like going within and manifesting divinity. And so, all of that to say, this is such a crazy fucking mess. Yeah. And I feel like Cancer New Moon really showed you that. You put the boundary up. Because I think now you're ready to protect yourself. 9 of Wands is like very much protecting yourself from other spiritual, like you just overcame the 8 of Wands, which, hold on, I'm about to do something loud. You overcome the 8 of Wands, right? Which is like attack, like ambush, like surprise, right? And so because you survived that, now you know the revelation. Like now you know like to put way more boundaries in place, right? Because the 9 of Swords is like, the 9 of Wands is like alignment, right? If you want to come, because the moon is about the meetup, right? But you'll never be able to meet up with the people that you're not aligned to. Again, I also feel like with these people, it's so people that aren't actually aligned to you that you offer things to that belong to people that are aligned to you. That's why I said nothing is free. Like if you are making karmic mistakes, like if you fuck up something, I think that's what this 9 of Swords frequency is really like talking about. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, if you do have like a lot of like soul people you're supposed to come in contact to in your life, like giving the parts of you or the ideas or the blueprint away to other people while you're unconscious is not really, it's not a free expense. Somebody's gonna have to cover the tab, and I feel like that's what's coming for you in the near future, right? With the 6-6, which is like you covering the tab, because it's like, I'm really sorry that I did kind of just like, I was unconscious, but I did kind of like open up like, oh, anybody, like this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this divinity, and then I got taken advantage of because I didn't really do, you kind of, this is, like I said, someone who's just like standards were just too general. That's what I get. It's like, you can't really, I mean, these charlatans aren't like necessarily like really coming for you that bad. It was just like you were being so general and you've been putting out all this, like, this is someone who's having a spiritual awakening while they already possess power, is what I'm hearing. It is unfortunate. This is what I kind of talked to you about, like having mansions and shit before you even know who you are. Like, do you know why you have mansions? Do you know why you're the richest person? Do you know why you're even like one of the most successful artists? Do you know why you're Jeff Bezos? Like, some of these people don't actually know. Like, they have it and they command all this stuff, but they may not know. And that's where something like this would happen. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. Yeah, because I feel like Cancer New Moon, this is my energy, right? Like, I just was like, I have to like put up boundaries because I can't, there's certain things I can't support. Like, I'm open-minded, I'm willing to let love take me where it is. I'm okay with, you know, certain people are going to play certain roles in my life, and I might as well not avoid it. Like, I wanted this for a lot of lifetimes, so I don't have to like fight what I want or what I feel or whatever, right? Like, letting that stuff unfold over time in my life. But there are certain things that I just can't like bend towards. Like, I can't like, you know, I'm just not going to be able to just like, I just like can't bend for that. I kind of just have to stay, like I can't move. I think this is also you with some of the people that are for you, you kind of push them to their boundary. Like, I want to be there for you, but I can't meet you in something toxic. Like, that's kind of something I had to tell my mom. Was like, when she really like evicted us, it was just like, mostly because I was like, she really was so offended by me like having this critique of like the reality of what her relationship dynamic was, and like how much it was fueling, like, one, he was abusive, but two, like the narcissism of it all is like, it's like not a good thing. It's like, you're not in a good place. And it was like, I kind of had to just be like, well, Mom, like, you're not realizing that me and Dennis are also starving and hungry. And while you're over here trying to play intellectual games about who does and doesn't like your boyfriend, like, we're dealing with survival. And that makes no sense because you make 6 figures and you live in this massive fucking Texas home and we're fucking well off. And yet me and Dennis live like people who have nothing. And, you know, so, and I think a lot of it has to do with because you're not able, again, this is a huge succubus that's been attacking the divine masculine. Chaos versus connection. And these guys are going to fucking, all they're going to do is upend your ability to trust your divine connection. If you chose the path of the demon frequency, you're having to show your high priestess that you did separate, that you did, you know, because they were tainting your success. I get that there had to be a huge cutoff of literal succubus energy because it's on top of it. Because I feel like the high priestess was there the whole time telling you, like, buddy, maybe not. And you had yet to do the 7 of Wands, which is to distinguish yourself. You have to, this is about an achievement, right? Because you want love, partnerships, and connections that feel like you have truly achieved something in being connected to one another. You know? But you got to start by being honest, you know, with yourself and about what you really want. Like I said, I think a lot of this just has to do with, like, some people aren't really versed because, again, we're coming from a paradigm where, like, fuck the spirit. That's what people felt like. They didn't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear about it. So this is like, you know, someone getting more comfortable with, like, I can say what I want spiritually. Like, I can say, like, I have, like, standards. This is like developing standards quickly. Like, this is the type of, like, cycle, people, frequencies that, like, I've written my list out. Like, I would never fuck with, because this is also, I'm seeing a lot of people's total taste. Like, you might have lived like 30 years with, like, saying and being willing to fuck, touch, love, be with, connected to, be friends with, hang out with, work for people, right? That before, like, that now you would never even do. With this spiritual awareness, like, especially coming into your spiritual body, you would just never even do, you would never be attracted to. This is a very big change. And again, you have to be a fool for love. You have to be able to start a new journey. This is, I'm going to separate myself. You know what I mean? Because you can either be separating yourself from victory or overcoming people who want to take your victory, right? Depending on whether you choose your high priestess and connection or whether you choose chaos at this time. Because these types of things are going to make you fear your investment. They're going to make you fear giving, deep fear about, like, and that's kind of what I'm coming on here to tell you. Is like, that was kind of the synchronicity of this message. It's kind of like what they were always going to do. It's like what our goal was, is that you, so that you, because these people knew you were never really going to do anything for them. Like, you're not really on their path. They know this at a consciousness level. So they're just like, as long as you don't go forward giving that juicy, beautiful fucking pentacle, as long as you're always hesitant and scared shitless to give this out because of how bad we fucked you up the last time you gave this out, that's all we needed. That's all the demonic frequencies need. They need you to have, like, a debilitating fear of giving your commitment. This is so beautiful. And maybe that's why I just needed to say all this, and just, like, to be the confirmation that you need to know is, like, this is so beautiful and attractive. You know how you're doing this sexy rebirth. We're doing the sexy rebirth. We're doing it. You're going to let your passion flow. You're going to be a beginner. You're going to be a student with this. You're going to, the way that you're responding, because I think I'm here to tell you this. Listen, these bitches have already made you look like a punk, a bitch, a snitch, a witch. They've made you look like a lot of shit. And I just would say, from my personal advice as a spiritual advisor and as a friend, I would say this is the cuntiest way to get back at this energy. Do not let them and this experience, in fact, show them. I'm getting, like, erupt. I'm getting show them. Go manifest exactly what you want. Be fucking bold. Go forward and fucking show. Because the best way to show someone like this, that literally, because I'm trying to tell you the root of why they did this, is because they just actually don't. It's not even about stopping with them. They want you to not be able to go forward ever feeling super secure in the beginner phase, right? In the courting phase, they want you to think that the things that want you don't like you. because they're insecure that they're not for you. Again, they're insecure, they're not for you. So they want you to think that the things that actually like you reject you, and they never have. They literally don't. Mind you, the people that are actually for you are actually like suffering. They're like, fuck, dude, where are you? This is you coming to them, right? You're like, I'm about to take you away. I know I've kept you at the boundary. I know I've kept you just sitting there like, I'm sorry, I want to love you, but you're aligned to something that's misaligned for me. And so now your poop is in a group, you're like running. And that is like the best thing I would say. Because like I said, they had you looking crazy. I can't lie. They really fucked up your creative channel in a major way, and I'm holding space for that. But the best thing to do is like, you definitely still deserve this connection. That's just like, they're not gonna cross their own boundaries for you, but they're always there. I mean, the door's always open because you're for them. There's no way to be misaligned, right? In a lot of ways, they probably have a lot of perspective as to like what you just went through. They're probably like, yeah, I've been there before too. That's why I put these fucking wands up. These bitches used to do that shit to me too, you know? But now you're in this place where you're like, page of wands. I'm just getting this page of wands, like, fuck yeah. I make my own fucking money. I'm really the boss of the shit. I don't give a fuck. This isn't stupid. Actually, a lot of people are showing me a lot. I'm feeling a lot of people actually are showing me a lot of support too. A lot of people that really matter to you also. It's another good thing. It's like the people that are really for you, everyone supports. Like everyone sees the same charm. Because I always try to say this, like, my family has wounding, but the family that Dennis and I come through are exactly mirrored. Like our synastry is through the roof. Like we all have very compatible energies across our in-laws, you know, everything, right? And extended family, like we're really, really like a beautiful blended family, in my opinion. Like in terms of just like what we're totally opposite, and the fact that we came together is like very beautiful. So I'm also just getting a side message, like your family and the people, like the people closest to you have I think you wanted to do something that, again, this succubus demon energy was like trying to discourage, because they know they're the fraud. They know they're destiny swapping with the person or the things you were actually wanting. And so of course they were going to be like, nah, that's fucking stupid, or fuck that person, or fuck the person who's like waiting for you, like you coming, like fuck the person that's really for you, dude, so they're going to always discourage that. But I'm feeling like the people that you really trust, that are really close to you, you know what I mean? They all, like, it's like the people that are for you, anytime you say, like, you know what, I'm trying to do something adventurous, I kind of like, I really like this person, I don't know, it's kind of unconventional, it's not professional, you know, whatever, but I'm gonna try this. And I think those people, they trust your judgment, and they're like, yeah, you don't have anything to lose, it's like, whatever, try it, at least try, you know? And I feel like you were always given that. And so I think you're going, because this is kind of giving the frequency of like, I was already told by a lot of people that I really know are like not full of shit, because they're like, this is like I'm saying, this would be like someone's like, mom being like, I love that, she's so smart, that message was good, you know what I mean? Like, or like I'm hearing someone's like, or if your kids really like someone, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh man, dad, I like, their vibe is good, you know what I mean? Especially got these like little beta fucking kids or whatever. Yeah, you know, it's like something like that. It's like people whose counsel you really trusted had already told you about like this, but I just think because you had already created something previously with something else and kind of locked into committing to that and like giving them that world that was for someone else, actually, I think that's why so it's kind of like the retrogrades for you. This is what I'm saying. Even though there's so many, one thing I will say about like the next like 6-7 months, the major retrogrades are gonna give this. It's like, this isn't the same type of retrogrades where it's like things need to break down because a bunch of people are like building falsity. Because everything's already collapsed, these next retrogrades are actually giving you time to go with the truth. They're actually giving you time to like go back and be like, okay, actually, no, it's all good. Scrap that. But the thing I really would have wanted to do, I'm good to build now. And I feel that way. And it happens so fast. It moves so fast. But it's the thing, it's something that piqued your intuition, because this is going back. I feel like a lot of you left your intuition a long time ago and stopped listening to it a long time ago because of this demonic frequency that we opened up with. And so now your retrogrades are having you get to build fast, quickly. With like, this love is going to grow so quickly. It is. It's a cup and a wand, like type shit. It's going to grow very frequently. It's going to grow very quickly. I also get it a lot. I think also this is beautiful because this relationship also did build up that sort of sacred chemistry. I also do think that like you have been really charged up. This is someone who's like really charged up. This is like someone who's like, it's like, this is someone who's like going on a first date with somebody and it's like, I don't want to come on too strong, but I could fuck you like 9 times on this first date. It's like that kind of frequency. This is like a new day, but it's like the person I'm gonna go with, I feel all this. Like I'm under the table at dinner, like Boneski. Because it's like that. It's like, you know, because you've gone so long without exploring that, because you were kind of just in a mental realm with this shit. Like this shit. Look at this. Look at your tree of life. Tethered, not cut. What? Fuck you. What happened? What? You're just unconscious. It's okay, no judging. You know? But they were coming through your portal, you know, your tree of life. So I just get that you're like super ready now. Like you gotta, because you weren't able to even create with these people, even though you were giving them the world that you were being too general about, right? Before you had more discernment. They still didn't satiate anything. Like you did do all of that. Like again, like my mom, like she is trying to like go back to love and passion. She wants to like live passionately and she wants to live a beautiful life. Like she's trying to like build a house and build a home and build a family and like, you know, get it right and not be broken, right? And that's beautiful and like real as fuck, like it is. But at the same time, it's like, you know, the real reason I don't like, I think she can get so lost in like hating women that when I talk about like, dude, like don't fuck him, you're so sexy now, like I think she thinks I'm just being a bitch and like wants to like just keep like, oh, I don't want you to be fucking, like, no, but it's like, because even if you do, like I've been watching her in this relationship for over 5 years now and she doesn't get anything, like it doesn't, it's all a mental thing. Like the only thing she gets from this person like are all like up here, and it's like nothing's real or tangible. And so I want her to fucking get her nut. I want her to fucking like orgasm. I want her to like let go of heteronormativity altogether. I'm like, stop even looking for a husband. Maybe just like look for someone that would like someone's be queer, be whatever, dude. Open it up. Like just open it up a little bit. You know, because this whole like I need one person to like give me stability, it's like that's not the right way to think about it at all. It's really like what's on your path. And when we all get told to like reach for these group ideals that aren't realistic for like anyone's particular life, it's why so many people they feel they're so behind when they're like just so not, you know? You were just so not behind. Like I just want to say that you were never like behind at all. Instead of being an hour message, this is fucking funny to me, bro. It's fucking hilarious. Let me see. I'm glad this went somewhere because what? Yeah, you became conscious. You literally know. That's exactly why I felt the need to come on here. Somebody just got a huge conscious awareness. Center of the reading of the charlatan, of some, like I said, it was like a catfish level. Like what the fuck? Like not even just air stuff out too, but also the other thing that like everybody like is in on that my mom like is not conscious of is like my mom doesn't know what OnlyFans is. Let me tell you, if I can just give you some context, like all of our family, everyone closest to her, like knows that like her partner right now is like addicted to porn, and my mom is a respectable lady. Like she's not like, come on, she's like the director of student billing at like Austin Community College. Like don't like she's like a stand-up lady, like you know what I mean? And she doesn't know like what like new age, like she doesn't know what OnlyFans is. But like maybe about a year and a half ago, her demonic partner like bought these decals. He's like it's karmic, bro. You know what his license plate is? Now I'm not gonna stop. Let me stop. But this man, he like collects. Guess what kind of car he collects? Lexuses. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So let's just stop there. But you know, a year or two ago, he got these decals because he like is always buying like customizable like decals for his like Lexus sports cars. He's like multiple sports cars, and we know because we're fucking Gen Z millennials. But like we came outside in the like garage, like a driveway one day, we're like leaving, like what the fuck? This nigga put these, you know how like it's like OnlyFans, right? Well, like I guess Lexus or like somewhere on like some online retailer sells like spoof versions, like it's the OnlyFans logo, but it just says only Lexus. And it's just one of those things. This man is also 63. So, you know, so when we popped outside, we're looking on his sports car, and he put it on like both, it's a giant sticker on like the back two, like on both sides of his car. So he thought it was cheeky as fuck, but like you wouldn't put like, cause it does just say only Lexus like in the OnlyFans font, which isn't that like particular. So it's just like super revealing, and we were all just kind of like, Mom, you really shouldn't be caught like rolling around with a guy who like reps OnlyFans like unironically. Like I don't believe in putting stickers on cars at all. Don't fucking put anything on your fucking car. Why? I don't even care if it's something good. Like I'm a, you know, but it's like don't treat your shit like a beater. Like don't, like it doesn't matter how expensive it is. Like don't put too much shit on it. But it just looks so dumb, and it's on like both sides of his car, and it's just like old ass 63-year-old black guy gets out of a sports car with like OnlyFans like plastered all over it, and like my mom just like drives around with him, and we're all just like, do you even know what that means? I don't think she like knows that like only someone who's like really on OnlyFans would like be super like think that was like cheeky and funny, like, oh, I gotta put that like it's like being like someone who like exclusively likes Mazdas and being like only Mazda, but like you would only do the OnlyFans because you fuck with OnlyFans too. I don't have any issues with OnlyFans. I'm 28 years old though. Old ass black niggas who live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 2 Lexuses as a personality. It's like, he's 63, he lives in an apartment. Okay, like what's his goal? And then he's just like super stoked. So anyways, it's like that type of shit. Like, I'm just trying to let y'all know, like, this charlatan, like, I'm giving these examples because it kind of gave that. Like, you are being conscious now. It's like that. Like, I don't think my mom's been with him for 5 years. She doesn't know. Like, all of us, like, my aunts, uncles, cousins, we just, like, make fun of this nigga because he's just, like, what? Like, he's a fucking nasty, he's a herb. Like, he's, like, a nasty ass, like, nasty, like, jigaboo type of nigga. Like, he's just, like, dark. Like, he's just, like, yeah, he's just like a fucking funky ass, musty ass dude for real. But he's also just like addicted to porn, and he's like always like watching porn at like he's at my cousin's LSU graduation, like porn time, and my mom. But then she like evicted us over this man. She was like, CJ's the only one who's ever there for me. This man. So you guys, you don't understand. I'm giving you more backstory of like what I've been through, because like I got evicted over someone who's like that kind of cheeseball. Like that type of like Gouda. Yeah, smoked Gouda. Yeah, it's crazy. And it sucked because I was like, Mom, I can't tell you like, hey, like, you know, your partner, like, do you know what OnlyFans? Like, I've never even been like, Mom, do you know what OnlyFans is? Like, you should check his search history and like ask him to log into his. I don't judge. You can fucking pay for any type of premium content, but like log into his and see what kind of shit he watches. Because I know this fucking director of student billing does not know that this man does this. Because she wouldn't be dating him if it was like he's actually trying to fucking buy these like 20-year-old fucking TikTokers fucking coochie packages. What? My mom is young. Like, she's not even old, bro. What the fuck? She's like a hippie child, girl. Like, she's not even fucking old. I mean, now she looks like a fucking geezer, but like before this nigga, I was like, girl, you're not even expired. Like, you're really not. Like, what the fuck? So I just mean to say, you're coming to consciousness about this person, and it would be like that. It's like whenever my mom finds out what OnlyFans actually is, she's gonna be devastated that there's so many people who have just seen her roll around with something. I don't think she knew what that meant. I think she thought it was like, oh, only Lexus. Like, oh yeah, he only drives Lexus. Yeah, but you would only buy that if you fucking like OnlyFans. Like, nobody would put. Like, there's like a barbershop in Austin too called Only Fades, and it's like actually like it's the same shit, but it's only funny if you're someone who's like actually on. I mean, it's not even funny. It's like only like kitschy and like ironic if it's like you use the site, like, you know what I mean, actively. Because that's like I wouldn't just be like Pornhub on this. That's like me putting Pornhub on the Fiat, and then just like changing porn to like Fiat Hub. Anyways. So when she finds out about, she'll probably, it's like curdled milk. It's gonna make you want to throw up. Like, what the fucky? Because I think the higher one was trying to tell you that. Like, they're just like gonna, yeah, this is someone who ignored it. You know, this is third party. This is being like, no, I'm good. Because you have to integrate your shadow in order to avoid, like, you have to be saying no to third parties. Like, God wanted you to, like, this enlightenment is coming to you because you should have never offered your cup to the third party. You should have taken the cup, the fourth cup, because that's where, you know, that's the thing that's not going to affect your Cancerian portal, like your womb, you know? Yeah. Because now you know, oh, I have way more standards. This relationship, this whatever cycle you're coming out of, it's like, I have way more standards. I don't need a person like General. I don't need this in a person. I need now you know. And I feel like this list emerged, and then there's like one person that fits all of those things. I think this is the type of shit that would be so embarrassing and humiliating for you. I'm getting embarrassment and humiliation. This Seven of Swords person, magician person, they embarrassed you and they humiliated you. They made you look really fucking dumb. Like, what? And I think it made you immediately be like, oh my God. And so you started defining all this stuff that you really truly want at a spiritual level. And then once you finished that little list, it's like, oh, there's only literally one person that matches that. One. And that's who I should be giving to physically. whenever I'm like giving equal give and take. Because there's only one person that I feel like could equally give and take you all the things you really wanted. And it would probably be someone who's for you, your actual mirrored soul. Yeah. You know, doing this in the recent past, saying you're willing to give anyone the world is how you got crucified, right? Sometimes when we're coordinated, like my mom, she bought her house and like that's her coordinating moment. So then she could give someone the world. She could give me and Dennis the world when we really needed it. We needed somewhere to stay, it's true. She could give her partner the world if he wanted to come and move in and live with her. She has so much space, right? It's massive property, right? But the issue really became like she ended up crucifying herself through that decision, because if you don't give the world to the person that the world you're building is for, they're just gonna leave you with like empty cups that you're gonna have to walk away from. It's like that. It really is. Yeah. You need more discernment before you start building. This is like 2-2. Like you're trying to break out of a mirrored paradigm, but this is about truly at the top of your reading. Like you needed more discernment. You needed more spiritual discernment. Like, you know, this is again, it's literally what I said. The people who have all this power before they had spiritual knowledge to match it, it's like that circumstance where it's like you were probably a really powerful person. That's probably what has happened to you, but you just maybe spiritually needed some development. And I know this is true for a lot of Leos. A lot of Leos right now are dealing with this specifically, where it's like their placement has them like conducting and yielding power. Only thing that's gonna be hard for them is like depends on how spiritually aware you are, because if a lot of Leos still need a lot of spiritual growth, sometimes they can make an ass out of themselves with what they're attracting in, just because you need I feel like 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands, like I think you really thought you were like even keel, but you could be way deeper. We could be deeper than the 2 of Swords, and we could definitely be deeper than the 2 of Wands altogether. And I think you need a deeper love, you know, a more unconditional love, you know. This is just bringing both of our swords of truth together. And what if you're telling, like, 1 1 1 1 1, what if you're saying with this person, like, oh, we're bringing our truths together, whatever, and it's like, it's not that deep, you know. This is like, these are partnerships that you make where it's like, especially, this is why sometimes people say like get rich with someone when you're broke, like marry when you're broke. They always say that just because like some of the best, most successful marriages, they didn't they didn't have a fortune before they came together. They built the fortune together. This is definitely like you learning that. Like sometimes there's benefits to building the fortune together because we know about our alignment. Then like, because I think some of you have power and you haven't, like universe hasn't allowed you to come into the partnerships yet, but you did your part, so you have like power. And I think you've learned a real lesson, like, oh, it can't even literally the universe won't even let me give it to other people. They won't even like let me just like give that out. It has to go to who it's actually supposed to go to. Type of frequency. Yeah. And you're now, just look, 6-6, it's exactly the same message came out again, even with the clarification. You had to go through your shadow. You now are following your star. Because this person that you're now going to give to was always guiding you through this, was always telling you like, hey, like, so you're going to expect that like you will be in this position where you're going to rebalance something with your equal give and take for someone, because they did help you guide you through the darkness. Because it was like, I'm just kidding, because you saw all those swords. I told you guys there was so much darkness around you while you were traveling with this like deeply spiritually initiating like cycle that you just closed out. That I feel like July you're like snipping in the butt, because you're just so, like I said, Neve, like, do you even care that there's someone that you're fucking with in real life? Like, I feel like you're on that. I really feel like you're on that right now. It's like, how dare you? Like, I feel real, like my mom, I'm telling you, when she finds out what this man has been doing, that we all know about because we're just not the person he's abusing, she's gonna be so, it's not gonna be good, you know. It's really not. So she kind of needs to be by herself right now, because I don't think she's gonna be too happy. But I do think this is what has been stopping the communication for this person who's kind of been at their boundaries. Like they're like, I feel like this is me, like I'm looking out of my window at like people I love, and I'm like, I can't go get you. This is real, like, girl, I wish I could save you, but I can't. Yeah, it's like really on that. Like, I'm not Spider-Man or Superman. I cannot come outside of my boundaries to try to do more. I can hold space for you. I can try to give you as much spiritual discernment. Like, hey, be specific. Think about yourself. All I tell people is really think about yourself. Really think about you and what you want for yourself out of your life. Truly is the best thing I can say. You find someone you're interested in, ask a million questions. Keep asking questions. Show them every side. Show them unhinged. Show everything. Don't hold anything back, because it's the only real way to get to the truth. And whatever triggers, right? Friction is really the future in that way. So like, if whatever friction you guys rub up against, you should invite it, because in something like a marriage, right? If you're talking about like doing something like a commitment that lasts a lifetime, right? Or a mortgage, something that lasts 30 years, like you want to know that it takes whatever life throws at you. And that's more of what I think is realistic about marriage, instead of this fucking bullshit hetero shit that they try to push on you, which is like fucking lock in with a penis, and just suppress for fucking 70 years. No, it's not that. It's like fucking only go up to the bat at that union shit if you know you've been with someone where it's like they'll take whatever I give, whatever it is, because we can't come out of alignment. It's alignment. It's God that is so us, right? Type of thing. Let's just finish the clip. Yeah. And I feel like the thing that gave you the courage to like decipher what path you're going to choose is because there's people who defend you when you need it spiritually, and there's people who don't. And I feel like this is like, you notice these people don't defend you spiritually. They don't. In fact, they've been like leaving your back door open. Baby, pull up to the Magna. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. They've been like, you're like back, they leave it open all the time. You know, look, they always want you to fall on your face and like stab your face, like, you know. And I think it's helping you realize that. It's like, oh, it's always a decision between chaos or real connection. And a real connection is not going to leave you four swords reversed, you know, unhealed. Connection is trying to heal you all the time by staying connected to you. Chaos is just going to leave you with more shit to deal with, Five of Swords. That's why I feel like right now you are cutting off, like I said, Neve style. How the fuck? You can't fucking do the fuck. This is someone who's like, are you dumb? Like, I'm literally seeing people like, are you fucking mental? Like, you fucking snapped. Like, snapped on these people. Proper? Yeah. Because they wanted you to always have crippling anxiety. They wanted you to never feel confident, to intuitively move forward. That's what this fucking nefarious energy was attacking the collective masculine with. All of us. We were all being attacked in that way. They want us to think that going forward with things that we feel stable and saw alignment with are going to end in towers, and they're not. The only thing ending in a tower is your fraudulent ass. Let's see the outcome, and then we're done, Ski. Oh, good for you. Good for you. I think someone doesn't see you making this type of turnaround for them. Like, they're not expecting the King of Pentacles to like pull up at the port just because of how this went. Because it's like I said, even with my mom, like I'm telling you what the situation was like last time I fucking saw the hoe, but like I have no idea what the last few months of her life have been whatsoever. Like we're not contacting, I don't talk to her anymore, but this is that kind of frequency. So I really wouldn't know like how her shit played out for her. I mean, I know it's how it's going to end. I'm psychic, I can tell you I know it's going to end. But if she would have like just completely like collapse this, deal with it, become conscious of what that situation was, and then all of a sudden respond like, fuck it, I'm not gonna let this person already like I'm getting like, you're feeling like this person is stolen that from me, because this is someone who was a King of Pentacles. The good news is that you may have been unconscious, but you were never broke. So this is like someone being like, okay, whatever, I still have a mansion, I still have a castle, I'm still the fucking wealthiest motherfucker, I'm gonna live. This is like someone like quarter life crisis, midlife crisis, like fuck it, I'm going for that thing. So no one would expect this. This isn't like something that's expected, even though we would hope for it. Like, I mean, I just hope that you get away from these types of entities. I don't really, listen, I don't want to be like, think about me, because like I said, sometimes you're fucking a recovering heroin addict and you really should just be focused on that first. Sometimes you have a kid with a baby mama you hate and you really should just focus on that first. So this isn't about me saying like, oh, and like go straight back and give yourself, like sometimes you need time, but whatever you are about to bounce, like this is huge rebound, but it's not even a rebound. It's like the destiny, like you're rebounding with destiny. Oh, that's the title of this message. Wow. And I'm telling you, you're the best revenge I'm gonna end with this. The best revenge you can use for these motherfuckers that were trying to rape your creation portal is to fucking go use that portal nonstop as the King of Pentacles. Cut that bitch off and fucking go straight into, don't suppress whatever because this is like everything they didn't want you to do, which is whatever's natural to you. Go bone the shit out of that bitch. That's what I'm seeing, bro. I feel like people like my mom know exactly who they really want in life. And sometimes I'm looking at her like, girl, go, I think you know who you want. So why don't you go do that? Why don't you go get that thing that you'd be like, I'd fuck you 10 times right now? Why don't you go do that? Like realistically. Because I think this thing has held you back long enough from that. For sure. So that's my message to you guys. I'm so glad I worked through that, because whatever, I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the ether if that was super current event. I felt like that was current as fuck for like right now. You know what I mean? So love that for you guys. Best rebound of all time, because you're like I said, you're rebounding with like what's on your divine path. So that's awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that like you were seen, acknowledged, and that we like did something. Like I gave you my advice about how I would have handled that, which I think you're also like, thank you, Alexa, I needed that like confirmation of like, yeah, how should, because I think you're more so thinking, like I said, if my mom were to find out this 63-year-old black man has been playing her and like everybody around her has been like, yeah, we know he's addicted to porn, and she doesn't know, like, and that's the thing is my mom like prides herself of being like a smart bitch, and so that's what I'm saying. I was like, mom's gonna really devastate you, because he's the type of nefarious nigga who knows you think you're smart, so what he does is like keeps intellectual property from you, just so that whenever you find the tower, it's a nefarious punisher, it's a woman punisher, right? But he does this so that one day whenever she does find out whatever tits of information like have always been prevalent that she didn't see, was unconscious of, or veiled, that she just feels like she can't ever trust again. That's his whole goal. And I feel like you guys are my mom in this situation, you know, because I wish I could give you that, but I'm like really like, I don't have this exactly going on particularly in my life, but I am connected to situations that are happening in that way. So another hour and 20 minutes. Fucking, I love my J.O.B. So yeah. Yeah, great luck to you. Things are good. Happy July. I'm actually really glad I got this out, because I'm, you know, like I say, I try to change it up. It's not like I don't want you to think that we're always going to do a July overview, because I didn't do an overview style for July. Kind of just did a channel message for like what July 1 was giving me. And I'm also glad that I don't always feel like I have to go into zodiac specific things necessarily, because the zodiac specific signs on the channel are very much like, I want them to be living, so I kind of want you to always be able to check back into those spaces. So I'm really glad that we got this one out. But yeah, that's what it was looking like. But I have a lot of understanding and heart. Like, I get it. Like, I totally get it. But I would definitely suggest that, like, they've taken enough from you. They've, like, tainted enough in your spiritual lagoon. That's what I'm getting. It's, like, a lot of shit stains in the lagoon with that guy. So just, you know, get your pool guy to come clean it out, and just definitely, like, run towards whatever has, like, been deeply suppressed. Because that, I think, is, like, ready to, like, erupt. So, yeah, bye.